Chartmat, and in this part of the tutorial we're actually going to build the view for the user where he sees which exercises to be performed in the driving range. So basically this should be individual for every user. Every user should see the exercises they should now perform in the driving range. And basically the exercise that they should perform is determined by the handicap they have. So the instructor, Samantha, she sets up the user and the initial handicap. This can occur through a Chartmat form, or she can do it directly in the Google spreadsheet. And then the current handicap gets calculated based on the scores that the user obtained during practice. So I added some dummy data, and it's just a sum if formula that adds up the scores to the initial handicap, and through that we can determine with a conditional, with an if formula, which exercise they should perform. Basically these are the exercises, and the if condition determines which exercise they should perform. Don't focus too much on these formulas. I will put this Google spreadsheet along with the Chartmat board as a template, so you can take a look at it. But that's actually not the purpose of this tutorial, to go through these Google Sheets formulas. The purpose is to create this view for Chartmat. And in order to create the exercise view, we need the email address of the user. We need to know which exercise they should perform, and we need to know what the exercise should look like. So the view for the driving range would therefore include the email of the user, the exercise, the location description, and the video. And in order to get that information, we can use a query, which is essentially like a way to make a SQL query in Google Sheets. So we just want to make a query based on this user table, and in order to write the query, we need to make a select statement. That's like how SQL works. You can look it up in case you have issues with SQL. There are other ways as well, but I think just using the query and some SQL is the most elegant way. So we need the column B, the email of the user. We need the exercise, column F, and we want that information for the driving range now, because we are creating the view for the driving range. So we have a where clause there. Column C actually is now the information regarding the practice type, where C equals driving range. This comes in parentheses, and now the other parenthesis to end this SQL query. And you see the Google spreadsheet automatically now creates all the data for all the users. And we need to match this now with the location, the description, and the video. I mean, we could make a join, but that's actually not supported by Google Spreadsheet. So the easiest way to do this is actually just write a VLOOKUP. So A is our search key. The range we're going to look up is going to be this. And we're going to, press F4 to hard code this range. And now we want to know the location. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 false, and we have the location, and column 4 is the location. The description would be column 5, and the link to the video, in our case it's an image, not a video, is actually column 6. And then we can just drag and drop this down. Oops. And now we've created the view.